What's going on, everybody? Who's having a great day, great night? Wherever you're watching this from, trust is a vital part of our relationship. I talk about communication. I talk about, your love language. Now we're going to talk about trust. Trust is really important. You have to understand nobody goes into a relationship completely trusting anybody. I think a lot of us have learned our lesson. We don't do that. And the reason that we don't do that, I know a lot of people are going to say either I trust you or I don't trust you. No, there's levels of trust. You can go into the relationship trusting them, but there's first level, second level, third level, fourth level, and then there's the fifth level where you completely trust them. And there's levels of trust, but the trust that is earned is according to their actions. And people don't realize that. They want to know why people have the insecurities of not trusting the individual. Well, you have to earn my trust. I'm not going to trust you based off of me just trusting you. I'm going to trust you off of your actions. And if your actions put you in a position that makes me not trust you, then we're going to talk about it. And you're going to wonder why I'm acting a certain way. It's just the way it is. And I think most of the time we become a little rattled. We become a little disturbed. And, when the person is like this, you have to earn their trust. It's not just going to be like, oh, let's just fall in love. Let's be together. Let's enjoy each other's company. But I don't have any, speculations in the back of my mind that you're entertaining other men or I'm entertaining other women or we're talking to exes. These are the things that all of us deal with. But how often do we talk about it? How often do we talk about our insecurities? How often do we talk about our fears and the things that we struggle with? We don't talk about that. We wait until we find out something, and that's when we blow everything up. But instead, we need to talk about it. Trust is very important. It is not only it not only stabilizes your relationship, but it helps maintain it. It builds it. And I think a lot of us, we talk about certain things, but we ignore it at the same exact time because we really don't want the confrontation. We don't want to deal with certain things. We want to continue to hide, and we want to continue to push it, brush it under the rug, and act like it never happened. So realistically speaking, it doesn't matter how much you trust a person. It doesn't matter how much you love them. It doesn't matter how much you love a person. Let's put it like that. But if you don't trust them, then what happens is you can't love them the same way you loved them from the very beginning. And it's very difficult. We have to work on that. We have to build trust with each other. People that have been in relationships less than 2 years, there's no way that they fully trust each other. It takes time. It takes years because of everything else that is happening out here. People sleeping around, people doing what they're doing. And the first thing you're going to say in this video is that I don't do that. Well, you don't have to do that to put yourself in a position that makes the person that you would not trust them. Because you have to earn their trust and you have to make them secure that you will not step outside the relationship and that you will continue to maintain what you all have. So it's difficult. I know it is. It's very confusing, and it can be an uphill battle at times. But let's work on our trust. We're working on communication. We're working on our love language. Now let's work on trust. If we can continue to work on something and see exactly what each gray area is within our relationships, then we can actually move forward and have a successful relationship. All right. Last but not least, always remember, this is a moment of your life. God is bigger than this moment. And that's the reason why we got to continue to press. Have a blessed and wonderful day.